Hello. Happy Wednesday. I am back. And hold on, let me just pause this. I am back doing a live today, and I'm thankful to be here. It's been a challenging couple of weeks just with technology and me trying to figure out things. So, first of all, hello, I am Yolanda, and I'm looking over here to the side because I'm multitasking. Of course, I am the admin and the host. So, um, I am Yolanda, and I am locating cozy. And yeah, so let's see. Yeah. And this is a broad chat. So basically, I come on here and just talk about what's going on in my world since I up and moved to another country or have, well, for all intents and purposes, right now, I have relocated to another country. So, yeah, I'm just here sharing my experiences, and I hope that you guys just enjoy the entertainment, take it for the entertainment that it is, and for the and insight, some knowledge that I also share. I hope that you come away with some inside knowledge about maybe some changes that you might want to make with your life also. So, yes, thank you for joining me today. So, before I get started, we got to do quote what they call the church announcement. So, let me just go ahead and just say this. Make sure that you do like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will know anytime I actually go live or when I have an actual uploaded a recording. So, yeah, do that. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe and do all that. So the other thing I wanted to share was, yeah, I've had some technical issues going on, but so I have like a recording that's in the can, but I was having issues. I'm just lazy when it comes to editing. I'll just be honest with you. It's so much easier to go live because I don't have to worry about doing the edits. But then on the flip side, sometimes if I don't feel like going live and I just want to record something, I'm like, okay, well, you did the recording, but now you have to go back and double check everything to make sure that the edit and it flows better than me just like having big duh moments in between. Um, I also just wanted to share that I got contacts. I, for the first time ever in my life, got contacts. Am I wearing them right now? Heck no. So I was just really, really proud of myself for because I went to the eye doctor here. I do have a little story to tell you guys about this, about going to the eye doctor in Spain for the first time. So I thought, I went to the eye doctor, the eye place that my daughter actually has gone to and gotten her contacts and glasses from. So she had asked me when I went in, I asked if anybody speaks English. And they said, I spoke to one gentleman that did speak English, a little bit, you know, broken English, of course. But yeah, he got me registered and he said, now, whenever you're ready to come back, you can just come in and we'll do the eye exam. He was telling me all this, we're communicating. So, anyways, I said, okay, well, I'm going to come back the next day because at the time that I was there with my daughter and getting registered, my granddaughter was also there and she was just, demanding a lot of attention. So I was like, you know what, I'll just come back tomorrow. And my daughter said, would you like me to come? And I said, no, I got this. I got it. Don't worry about it. I can communicate, especially if there's somebody here that speaks English. We can get this done. So I went in the next morning and was it the next morning? Yeah, it was. It was the next morning. I went in the next morning and it was because it was a Saturday. And so I go in to go get my eye exam because literally these wonderful cheap little glasses here that I've had, like I've gotten my reader glasses off of Amazon and Big Lots forever, and it works just fine because whenever I would get more expensive prescription glasses that were just basically readers, I would end up losing them in no time. So I was very happy for the longest time with my little reader glasses that I got, in bulk, and that was good. But now things are changing in my vision, and just yeah, with age comes some other changes, and my vision is getting kind of off, like I couldn't see far away. So, anyways, I go in Saturday morning, and I'm like, I would like to get my eyes checked. And they asked if I spoke any Spanish, and I said, no, but is there somebody here that can speak some English? And the lady that was speaking with me could speak some English, but the lady that was going to actually do the eye exam, she was like, no, lady, you need to go. We're not going to see. She was nice about it. She was very nice about it. But basically, she was like, I'm not going to try to explain this to you in, the health of your eyes to you in Spanish or in some broken English that you may or may not understand. So they did ask me if I had someone else, here that can help. And I said, yes, my daughter. They were like, bring her back, bring her with you. And so I went on Monday with my daughter to do the eye exam. Yeah, I I was always nearsighted, but now farsighted. I can't really see. I can't see far away very well. I can see, but it's still like getting a little blurry. Anyways, all that to say, I decided that I want to get contacts. One, because I was just feeling a little vain, and I hate taking my glasses on and off while I am um, doing vlogs and recording. So I was like, yes, I'm just going to go ahead and just get some contacts. It was entertaining to say the least. My daughter has, I actually did a little video of me trying to, because the guy who put them in for me, which, somebody touching your eye in the first place, that's kind of crazy. But then he said, wait an hour, see how you feel, come back, and then we'll see, like if we need to make some adjustments or what needs to happen here. So I come back and he says, okay. And now he says, now you have to take them out. I was like, what? So yeah, we were there for like a good hour with me trying to take it out. And my daughter is wonderfully patient as she was and stuff. I know she was getting frustrated. And so anyways, the bottom line is I have them. I watched some YouTube videos. I was able to put them in and take them off, take them out, and I was like, yes, I'm enjoying it. But then I realized I can now see far away very clearly. But now my vision, as far as like when I'm at the computer screen working, it's not so great. It's not as bad as it was just without my reading glasses on, but it was not the best. But my daughter said you have to like give it a couple of days for your eyes to adjust because this is your first time ever wearing contacts. So me, I was like, well, I'm going to wear them when I do my live today. I'm going to put on my contacts so I can look extra cute. Girl, no, that wasn't happening. I literally went in there to the bathroom and was fighting to put them in. And yeah, I was just poking my, yeah, it was for anybody that gets queasy about the eyeball thing, just skip over this couple of seconds. But yeah, the bottom line is I'm not wearing my contacts right now. I will put them back in tomorrow. It's a test pair, like a trial pair anyways. But yeah, I'm going to fight with them again, but it won't be today. But I think I am hell bent on actually getting contacts and wearing them and not having to worry about. It was really nice to be able to walk around the city the other day when I had first gotten them in and just to see very clearly and have shades on. Hi there. Hi. Oh, Baja Alpha. Was it Baja Alpha? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hey, love. I'm glad that you were able to join. Hello. And so right now I'm just telling the story about my my experience with getting contacts, and they're working out so well right now. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, okay. Bayesian. Oh, okay. Bayesian. Okay. Bayesian Alpha. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, so let's see here. What else do we have to do? I like to ask always. Let me just hide some stuff here. Um, can you guys, I guess you can hear me okay. So yeah, my daughter gave me like this wonderful big pretty mic and I'm like all excited. Yeah. And it needs to stand. I got the lapel mic a couple of weeks ago and I couldn't get that thing to work at all. So my daughter gave me this one that she never used and I like it, but it needs a stand because if not, I'll be like looking all the way down the whole time trying to talk into it. So, anyways, it does work great. I've tested it out already. So right now I just have on my regular little plug-in mic and we're good to go. Okay. So I did want to ask you, how are you locating your cozy? What are you doing to make your life a little bit better, to make it a little bit more comfortable, to find your joy? I want you to always think about that and remember this, that you can, the whole thing about locating cozy for me was finding a special kind of comfort and realizing that I had other options in my life that could be for the betterment of me. Yeah. And in the end, I also get to, I got to move to Spain. And yes, now I'm finally in my own apartment again for the first time in a year and a half. And I'm so thankful again to be in my own space. Yes. And so, um, let's see, what else did I want to go ahead and go over before we get on topic? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this up, and I'm going to bring it up again and again. Make sure that if you are interested in meeting up, if you're thinking about doing some country shopping, and if you think Wait a minute. And if you think that you are either want to do some country shopping, so maybe you want to go to Europe and check out a couple of different places, or maybe you are one that wants to just come and scout, just want to be in Spain and just kind of bop around to see what's going on, then you need to consider one, getting on the mailing list, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that information in there because one, I am having an event in Zaragoza. It's a 2 day. It's like over the course of 2 days that we're doing some very special things and hanging out. And just I want people to get to know Zaragoza, especially if you're country shopping. If you're country shopping, or if you are going to be just doing a little discovery in a particular region. Maybe you want to go to Portugal and then come on over to Spain and check it out. Put Zaragoza on your list. I say it all the time. It is like one of the best kept secrets. It's Spain's fifth largest city right now. It was fourth a while ago, but now it's had its comeuppance. Okay, so it is important that if you think that you want to come and hang out in Spain, that you come and check out Zaragoza. Mainly around October 24th and 25th is when the Zaragoza meetup is happening. Okay, but also just within the Exodus Summit community, there's going to be a meetup in October, October 23rd, in Madrid. So there's two different things. The one in Madrid is just for the women of Exodus Summit, or Black women of color. Okay, so that's very important. And then the meetup in Zaragoza, it's for like anybody that's really wants to come and like see what is it about. Maybe you just want to get away. I had one of my young lady that I met in another group that came, and just her and her friend just came for like 3 days just to come by Zaragoza, just to come check it out, and had a wonderful time. And I met up with them. It was really, really great. Oh, okay, yes, yes. Major enough, I'm gonna have to get with you on that because I want to know the details of what part are you looking at? Have you made any decisions yet? So with that, let's see. So yeah, so I'm gonna put in the group chat here just the link for if you want to go ahead and get on the mailing list. So then you'll just be getting some updates and find out what you need to do to make your way over here, either to meet up in Madrid. And if you can't do both, that's fine. But again, let me just remind you that Zaragoza is only an hour and 15 minutes to Madrid and to Barcelona because it's smack dab in the middle. So you got options. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that information if you want to go ahead and sign up. Okay, I forget I have my keyboard over here. I wish I could see my place. It really is cute. I've really done some wonderful things with it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm not sharing all my business stuff, not on here. But yeah, it's really nice. And I have created my own little L-shaped desk that I'm really, really enjoying. So I'm going to put this in the comments just if you want to sign up. I'm looking at, okay, so this thing is doing everything that I don't want it to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now I'm just posting in there. So you said you're looking at Zaragoza, Sevilla, Santander. Okay, Toledo. Okay, so I know Toledo and Boya. Okay, don't get me to say it wrong. Bio. Okay. Anyways, the one starting with the V, I know that they're supposed to be both close to. Are they both close to Madrid? I think. Anyways, I love Madrid. I'm headed to Madrid next week because I have a 10-day pet sit coming up. So yeah, I haven't been to Madrid since May, and it's time for me to go back and have some hangout time. And during that time, I'll also be looking at a couple of places to actually have the dinner or the lunch for the meetup in Madrid, and also give you guys some great ideas about what other things that you can do in Madrid. Yes, because I really do love Madrid. I got my uh, bus pass. I got my tram pass, my transportation pass in Madrid, and I took the subway and the bus, and I literally uh, took the wrong subway when I was trying to get back to the pet sit that I was at the time. I took the subway going the other way, and thank goodness I was looking at my phone, and I'm like, I think I'm going further out. And yeah, and once I realized what happened, I just got off and just went over the little stairs and got on the next subway the next subway that was coming through. So yeah, I was going the wrong way, but made it back onto the right direction pretty easily. Okay, so dun, dun, dun. What else did I want to talk to you guys about before we jump on topic? Yeah, just save the dates. And if you're interested, please do subscribe, get the emails, or subscribe to get the emails. I send something like maybe once a week. I'm not trying to bombard you with 50 million emails over the next couple of months. It's like literally once a week I'm sending updates. And if you're interested, oh yeah, also if you are interested in the there's a WhatsApp group. I'm not going to post that link here. Message me for the WhatsApp group. And because that is specifically for the Madrid meetup, and there's a WhatsApp group, and I don't want to post that on here and have everybody like reaching out. But if you send me a message, I will happily share that WhatsApp group name with you and stuff, so it's not just out there for anybody, because it is a safe space for women of color that are interested in either coming to check out Madrid or just hanging out. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, so let me go on to talk about. So the reason I thought about this, the topic today is actually about just a Q&A. And if you have any questions, I appreciate it. What I did was I went back because I've done a couple of lives and I've done a couple of interviews, and I see like some of the questions that people have asked, that I wasn't able to get to the answer, or that maybe the question didn't pop up on the screen. So I was interviewed by Krishan on Black Sit Global, like about a month ago, and I'm going to put that out there. Let me go ahead and pull that up and put that information on there. But there were some questions that I just was not able to answer and I didn't see. So I like to go back sometimes and just be like, you know what? Let me just give a little bit. Give a response, an actual response. I want to say a year ago, over a year ago, I was interviewed by Our Black Utopia, and there was a lot of questions on there, and I came back like a couple of days later and just posted my own video just saying like, here's the answer to some of your questions. So anyways, Our Black, and of course it's not, oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Here's the one with Krishan and Our Black Utopia. Excuse me, with Krishan that I did a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it's the wonderful thing about being live. But okay, comments and there. Okay, so then that's just the link to the interview that I did with Krishan. When sometimes I have done like been interviewed and I was like, oh my God, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible, girl. What was wrong with you? And then sometimes I'm like, pat myself on the back. I'm like, girl, you did good. This one was one I was patting myself on the back. I was very proud of myself. Okay. So so I'm going to let's see here. The first thing, some of the questions. Okay. I'm bringing up my questions list. That's why I'm like kind of hemming and hawing here. Okay. So one of the videos that I just posted recently was like my life in my new apartment. And so some of the questions that came up, I just wanted to give proper respect and give a proper answer because, you know, I'm so blessed to be able to have moved to this other country, and because of my personality and things, I'm pretty outgoing, if you can't tell. So It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been like a cakewalk. I don't want anybody to ever think I'm just going to move to the country and just live a life of luxury, just like Yolanda did. Yeah, Locating Cozy did it. No, it's not always that easy. Actually, it never is just simple easy. But I've learned a lot, so I just want to pass on some of the knowledge and some of the things that I have gotten insight on. Okay, so with that, one of the questions that was asked on the one where I said life in my new apartment, they were asking if and August or September is a good time to move to Spain, or excuse me, is a good time to find an apartment. That was actually the question. Is August or September a good time to find an apartment in Spain? Here's the thing. There's a lot of the auxiliaries, the teaching abroad programs where they teach English or what have you. And I can't go into all that because that's not my journey. But there are a lot of those options. And what happens is the school year ends, and most of the auxiliaries or teaching assistants are not staying. Um, they might do. They might be a year, they might be 2 years. Everybody has their own situation. So when school ends, and I think it's in mid June, mid June or later June that school ends here. Um, People are moving; they're moving away. So I would say June is a good time, and then you probably won't be able to find an apartment until September. And the reason why is because in Spain, people take off in August. They leave in August. Like right now, Zaragoza is quiet. I mean, it's people are still here, of course, but overall, Zaragoza, comparatively to the other days when you're just out and just about, it is quiet because it gets so hot and people want to go on their holidays, their vacations. They want to get away. So that is why, if you are considering moving or looking for an apartment, I would say June and September are really good times, but you have to be on it. Okay. So because there are so many like new teachers and new auxiliaries that are coming in to the areas, whether it's Sevilla, whether it's Zaragoza, wherever you are, there's always the new cycle of teaching assistants that are coming in. And so they're going to be looking for places. So you have to be on it. I was fortunate because my daughter had advised me back in March to go ahead and post within our one of our groups, which was Girl Gone International, which I've mentioned that many times. She has I'm sorry, just a second. She had advised me to go ahead and get with that group and let them know that I was looking, or post within the group saying I was looking for an apartment. And so this apartment that I got here, I literally started communicating with this lady, with the owner, back in March, and we kept in communication. And I still was looking for other places for just in case. I still was looking once I got here, but I knew that this one was a good possible sound decision. And then once I actually saw the place, of course, it's like I'm like, oh, it doesn't look like an American apartment. I had to tell myself. I didn't say it out. I didn't say that out loud, but just the floor plan was just very different from what you might expect in an American apartment. That's all. I got over myself, and I love this apartment now. I love it. So, anyways, that's the answer to that. The best times that I know of right now is June and in September, when people are coming back from their vacations, because they're gone all of August. And I want to say that it's possible, like during some Christmas breaks, that people also leave, like, the auxiliaries or the teachers, teaching assistants, they also leave at that time. So that might be a good time also. But, and then, yeah, that's it. So then another question that was asked of me: did I have to get my utilities? Did I have to like sign up to get utilities? From what I've seen, and this is what I've experienced, the owners usually keep the utilities in their names. I could be wrong, and I don't want to make an overall blanket statement, but I believe my yeah, my daughter, where they rent their place, the electricity is still in their name. Now the internet, you usually have to get it in your name. In this particular apartment, she asked me if I wanted to get get a faster internet in my name, and I said, well, let me check it out for a month, and then I'll let you know. And she was fine with that. And yeah, the internet works just fine. So yeah, I pay like €20 a month for the internet, And then I have not gotten the first bill yet from her regarding the electricity, but I'm sure it's going to be a doozy because I've been running this AC. Yes. So, uh, it's just so, oh, and I see, Beijing, you're saying that, oh, let me clip on this. I always forget to clip on. I start reading the comments and then I'm like, oh, I guess I could actually click on it to show everybody else what's happening too. And so she was saying, I was worried that I would arrive at a time where there isn't a ton of variety. There are times like that. Make no mistake. You have to be diligent and you have to be very strategic about what you're doing as far as looking for an apartment. It can be challenging. Yes, because there's people are a lot more people are moving here, especially in Madrid and Barcelona. People are moving there, so it's like it's hard to get find a good apartment, and also s- I haven't had any bad experiences, but I heard about the whole situation in Barcelona where some people, the locals started like was throwing water or something at people that were coming to tour or whatever because the prices with the Airbnb. Can't get into all that because I understand, but I can't really like speak on that fully. I've never had any situations where I felt unsafe or felt threatened, and everybody's been very nice. So I'll leave that there. Um, so yeah, so that's the deal with the electricity and things like that. From what I understand, for the most part, since especially if you're renting, the owner wants to keep the electricity and or utilities in their name. Okay, and then they'll just like send you the bill of whatever you owe each month. Okay, so and I'm about to pay a whopper. Um, Somebody asked also during that episode last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago, about do they have smoke detectors? Um, Again, I don't want to say overall no, but I no, no, they don't, as far as I can tell. From what I've seen, like I brought my own carbon monoxide, the carbon detect, yeah. I don't I feel like that's not right. Anyways, I bought my own detector and I actually need to go and thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm writing this down as we're speaking because I have my little list of stuff that I need to do. And one of them was I needed to order a smoke detector. So thank you. I'm multitasking. Okay. Yeah, that's on my list of things to do. Um, but yeah, so they have them. They have the stores here, and just to go off a little bit here. Um, Corte English is like let's say Corte. Wait a minute, Corte English. What do I feel like I'm missing a word? Corte de English. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's a department store, and it's like a Dillard's. It's like yeah, it's like a Dillard's, like a I'm trying to think of whatever the other, big department stores are. So they have that. They also have Carrefour, which is like big Target, Walmart. Yeah, big Walmart. So they have that. So you basically you can find everything that you need here. You're not lacking on anything. Thank you for carbon monoxide. I don't know. For some reason, I was like, yeah, my chemical thing was just off. Yeah, I couldn't remember the exact name of it. But so yes, anything that you need to get is easily accessible, and then of course also Amazon. And then they just posted within the group a couple of days ago, one of the groups, that the Costco is opening in about 5 weeks. So yes, and the guy that posted. So initially, we were told that we wouldn't be able to use our existing Costco cards from the UK or from the US. But the person that works for this location here in Zaragoza said that you can use your US or UK Costco card because it works worldwide. So we're going to go test that theory in a couple of weeks. Okay. So now let's see here what she was saying. Settle in quickly and apply for the T. Oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and post this up here. So she was saying, the thing is, when I arrive, I have to settle quickly. And I think to apply for the TIE and to get a bank account, you need an apartment. Um, So I need to find a good one quickly. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk to you later because I have a lot of questions. It's like, and this is just what I did. Okay. I'm just sharing my experience. I right now I have an account through through Wise. That's how I have my bank account, and you have the choice of getting a regular Euro one or a Spain specific account IBAN number. So that's how I did it. And they and I'm using my on the Wise one. I'm using my U.S. address. And so it's working fine. They won't let you now. Banks will not let you use UPS store addresses. So yeah, that's been an issue with banking. Now you have to have a physical address. I have family friends and stuff that can do that. Um, and the other day I went. So they have like the ATMs on the Wise with the Wise card that I have. I had to get some cash out, and I went to I think Santander, and in Mexico I didn't have any problems with Santander, but here, one, they don't have the option at the ATM to like if you want English or Spanish or what language you want at the Santander, and if I'm saying it wrong, it is what it is. Um, but they didn't have like an option for that. So when I was looking at it and I was trying to get money out, I kept seeing €7, €7. And I'm like, why are they trying to charge me €7 to get money out? And so I ended up walking over. Oh, okay. I ended up walking over and finding what was it, Abedia Bank? And if I'm saying that, I'm saying it wrong because I think that's the airline. Anyways, I went to that ATM and they have like options of 15 different languages on their ATM at the ATM machine. So I was able to see exactly what was going on. And yeah, I was able to get my cash out. And I've only had to like get cash out like maybe I want to say in the 4 months that I've been here, maybe three times that I've actually had to go and get cash out of my account. But that has been okay. I do not, since I'm still in the middle of getting my or waiting for my application to go through for my residency, I have not applied for a TIE number yet because I have to wait to hopefully they say, yes, come on, stay for 5 years. Yeah. But I'm just looking at your response saying I need a special a Spanish IBAN. So that I think that's the difference. And you can, if I'm not mistaken, you can get a Spanish IBAN via Wise, but yeah, you can, from what I can tell. I just made the mistake and got a regular Euro one, and the only time I had a problem with that was when I was trying to get my new data plan for my cell phone, and they were like, "No, you have to have a Spanish IBAN." Other than that, everything else that I've experienced is they're fine with just as long as it's Euro. And so anyways, okay, so what else do we have here? See, I know I ramble, and if anybody knows me, then that's just how it is. But also, I do like sharing information just to, if it's going to help somebody with their journey. I'm so excited to do that. Doo-doo. So another, uh, oh, did I already? How long did, okay, so somebody asked me how long did it take me to get settled here? 5 trips in 4 months. So, because this is my fifth time here, and after the fourth time, which was April of last year was when I was like, I need to move here. I'm connected now, and I do have my daughter. I'm very transparent. My youngest daughter has lived here since 2016, and she's now married and has my only grandchild. That wasn't the main that was part of the reason, but one of the main reasons why I decided to move to Spain was there was just a certain amount of peace when I was in Madrid and meeting other people of color. So it was my daughter, my family, yes, but also the big thing was just finding that community in here in Spain, in Madrid. So even though I opted to go ahead and move to Zaragoza, I still feel the connection, and I know I can still go and hang out or meet with or see people or just commune with people, not just people of color, but that too, that's very important to me. But it wasn't just people of color. It's like my ability to just actually meet and gravitate to different people from different walks of life and get to know them and feel that openness that I was giving and that I was getting from these individuals. So yes, um, that's why I appreciate and why I've settled. How long did it take me? Again, five visits and now 4 months because I've been here and I just moved into my apartment. But I already knew that I knew it's like and for anybody that's actually gone through the journey of maybe country shopping or gone through the journey of um of just trying to figure out where they want to go. And you might hear all kinds of stories about somebody saying, oh, I want to go to, I want to, Barcelona is where I want to be. And then they get there and the vibe is not speaking to them. In a way that they thought it would. And it's happened to people that have gone to different parts of Mexico or just went to Mexico, period. And they were like, nope, I wasn't feeling it like I thought I would. So that has been my experience. Even though Madrid was calling my name, I knew it just made more sense for me to just go ahead and relocate here to Zaragoza and still have the full access to get around. Because I'm telling you, baby, once big ups to the G man. Okay. Once they give me the word and say, yes, you have your residency, I am flying over to Portugal. I'm flying over there. It's like maybe an hour, I think an hour and 15 minutes flight. I am flying back to Portugal to go hang out for a few days because I miss it. It's just such easy access to everything. That's why I say it like that. Okay. But I'm settled. I think I'm settled now. And it's kind of funny because my my daughter had made a statement the other day to me, just saying that she wanted to make sure that I was finding community, like in Zaragoza. Like you need to make an effort to make sure, and I get it. I understand her concern, and you know, sh- she has her life and I have my life, but we definitely we see each other like probably twice a week, which is wonderful. But I've been traveling now. I've been pet sitting. I gave up my apartment back in January of last year, and I have been pet sitting and living out of my suitcase for the past year and a half. And so my daughter will say, like, well, what did you do today? It's like, well, I worked and then I laid down and I took a nap and I watched some trash TV. And and there was just a concern that maybe I'm not doing enough. And I'm like, I've been out in these streets now for a year and a half. I am going to embrace this. Yes, I still go out. I go out by myself easily. I don't care where I am. We're gonna figure it out. I don't care if I can't speak the language, and I'll get to that in a minute. um, I'm going to go out. Okay. I'm going to if I see any kind of event that's going on, I'm going to try my best to make it. And like right now, there's a Spanish language exchange group that meets like right around the corner from where I'm living now. So they meet every other Thursday. So yes, I make it a point to go hang out and struggle with my Spanish. Yeah. But so yeah, I'm getting settled at my own pace, in my own way, and part of that is me not talking to anybody for a couple of days and just laying on my couch and just snoring and just being chill. That's fun to me right now. Yes. And so another question that somebody asked was, do I speak Spanish? No. So I'm getting better at it. I am starting to understand. I'm taking steps to learn Spanish. I can communicate some things now, and I'm really not gonna embarrass myself right now while talking and talking about what I've learned. But I am going to be doing a video about the different platforms that I've used, that I was using, or that I'm using now to better myself and to better understand uh, the the language of this new community that I'm in. So, and one of them is going to the language exchange every other Thursday. I'm going tomorrow night. It's great. Lingo Pi is an app that I use. I'm not going to go into full detail, but anyways, Lingo Pi is just a really great app that I use. It has a bunch of different options, and besides it actually like being what do they call it? Enter something with Netflix, so you can actually like look at like the English and the Spanish version of a show and get understandings. They have like the flashcards. They have group classes that are included with the cost. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I just did a class today, a group class today that was just talking about ordering food from a restaurant. So, and that's part of, it's actually included, if I'm not mistaken, it's included in the annual amount that I pay. And I think I'm paying right now like $70 for 6 months or something like that. I can't remember. Better go back and look. Anyways, so do I speak Spanish? I understand. I understand more than I thought I would. Yeah, so sometimes I'll catch people saying something and I'll like respond like my, and I've said this before, like if I'm with my daughter, she will actually try to like interpret for me and I'm like, I actually understood that. Now I may not reply right because my conjugation sucks, but they get the gist of it and they appreciate the effort. And so again, I will say this all the time. Please don't be afraid to go someplace different because you don't speak the language. It's in my mind that should not be a deal breaker for you starting a new adventure. Just my 2 cents, what I believe. Okay, so I'm here and I'm gonna get it, and yeah, I'm gonna when I come back to the States or wherever I'm at, yeah, people are gonna be like, "Girl, you're speaking Spanish." It's like, yes, I know, right? Yeah. Okay. Um, and this goes back. One of the other questions that was asked was, "What is the community like in Zaragoza?" Um, the Black community is not a large Black community, but it's still a very welcoming community, and so I've landed here with no problem. Um, yeah, and overall, like the different places that I've visited in Spain, like I've been to Barcelona, I've been to Sevilla, and well, of course, Madrid. Yeah, I think those are the only four besides Zaragoza that I've been to. But overall, whenever I go, like I did, I've done pet sits in Barcelona and in Madrid, and I always just automatically go online to find out through one of the groups, whether it's Black in some place or Girl Gone International. I find and I go on to try to find what's going on or if anybody wants to meet up. Let's do that. Now, I took it upon myself. There was a group here called English Zaragoza, I think, that I joined, and I hadn't seen any activities. Um, like nothing, like probably in the past year. I saw that like somebody they had a book club meeting like last week, but it wasn't listed as an event. So I took it upon myself to create an event for last Friday and said, "Hi, I'm Yolanda. I'm new, and I just got settled in my apartment, and I'd like to go out, meet up if anybody's interested." They have like I don't know, 3,000 members. It's like, if anybody's interested, this is where I'm going to be. Let's get together. I had one person that liked it and nobody said anything. I don't know if it was because the dinner was at 7:30 because they were like, man, that's too early. I don't know. I cannot eat. Well, I can. I can't eat that late, but it's just really challenging. So I said, well, 7:30, and I made sure that the place was open all day long, the place that I recommended. So nobody responded. So then I just went ahead, like that was like 2 days, nobody responded. And I was like, okay. So I just went ahead and deleted it like a few hours before when I saw that nobody had replied. I just went ahead and deleted it, and then I went to a nice little restaurant around the corner from my house that actually had a pretty cool vibe. Oh my gosh, I was very very surprised. It was called Nomadi, and they were playing some good ass hip hop music, like 90s R&B hip hop. And I'm like, okay, was not what I was expecting when I walked in, but it was. I mean, the food was good. It was okay. The vibe, I think I liked the vibe better, and the wait staff was very very wonderful. But yeah, so I went out by myself. I had a nice time. Had my perfect Manhattan. Oh my gosh, yeah. So yes, I say all that to say I find community. I will make an effort to find community, but I'm not going to force it. I'm just like, hey, I will be out there, do things by myself, or find a group that wants to do things and make it happen. So when I go to Madrid next week, I'm sure I'll be connecting with a few people that are there and just saying, "Hey, I'm in town. Does anybody want to do lunch on this day at this time, or go out and just go and see what's going on?" They might have a poetry night or something like that. Who knows? But I'll be in the streets. Okay. Let's see here. let's see. Oh, okay, baby girl. I know as an introvert, community will be the hardest part. Um, I I think that's why my daughter was concerned, and it's the opposite. First of all, yes, it's the opposite. I think my daughter, because she knows that I'm such an extrovert, she was concerned that I would like maybe not find the comfort and joy and the of Zaragoza because I'm such an extrovert. So she was like, "You need to get out and meet people," because I guess she thought if you don't meet people, then you're not going to feel comfortable at home here. Then you're going to want to leave. And I'm like, I'm good. When I'm ready to hit the streets, I will be ready to hit the streets. But as an introvert, all I can do is make the suggestion that make yourself find community. Start the process now. I don't know when you are going actually coming here, but start join the groups now before you even land. Just start joining groups. Find groups now. There's a Black in Spain. Again, I can hit you up with some of the other ones that are pretty awesome, and you might already belong to a lot of them already. But join them, and not just join, but oh, okay, not just join and then be stagnant because we see that happen all the time. You join the group and it's like, I want to join, and then it's like, somebody's like, oh, well, we're getting together on this day, or we're having a picnic or whatever and stuff, and it's like, no, I don't feel like going out. That's okay. Make yourself get out, even if you're the person that. So introverts can still like to go out and go walk and go be by themselves and go do things by themselves. I don't know what your she said that's me. Yes. But yeah, it's a hard thing to do. And actually, I had some weird fear when I went out by myself, and I don't know why. This just happened on Friday. When I went out by myself, I feel like I need to turn some lights on because it's starting to get dark here a little bit. It's only just going on 8 o'clock, but yeah, it's with some surprise because it doesn't get dark until 10:30. Hmm. Anyways, um, I, I just forgot what I said when I saw the light get darker. Okay. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was saying that Friday night when I went out by myself, I actually had a little bit like, I was like, oh, that place looks like, are they going to judge me for being here by myself? Because everybody's was with somebody. And for a minute there, I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I need to go someplace else because everybody's with somebody here. And then I had to like snap out. I was like, girl, snap out of it. What are you doing? I had to tell myself that stuff. And then I went and sat down and had a lovely time. I had a wonderful time by myself, just, enjoying the music, having a nice cocktail, having some good food, and just people watching. But yeah, we talk ourselves into things, into not experiencing it, or we talk ourselves out of joy sometimes just because of what we think other people are going to think. And these people don't know you. They don't care. They don't care. Not at all. Okay. Let's see. What is the other topic of the questions that has been asked? Okay, so one of the questions that was asked is like, if you need your credit score here. No, but understand, eh, you have to have the resources because you have to pay your bills. Okay, they don't play. So, but your credit score means nothing here. The credit score that's in the U.S. is for the U.S. It's not for any other countries. Unless by chance there's some U.S. bank that also has locations here, I don't know. But when I applied for this apartment, I had to provide proof of my income, which I did. And what else? And then I had to I did an application and everything and paid the 2 months deposit. So I followed all the protocol and it was fine. And again, regarding the bank, I used TransferWise, or excuse me, I keep saying TransferWise because that's what it used to be, but I used Wise, and so oh, I used Wise, so I haven't had any problems with my my credit was fine there, but it's of no use here. But I mean, yes, they have. I'm sure they have some kind of system, anyways, because like people buy houses and stuff here. People move here and buy houses, so there's a way they're check. There's a way that they're going to check and verify that you can afford what you're saying that you can pay. Okay. Did I hire somebody to help me find my apartment? I did not. I and From what I understand, it is not necessary unless, well, some people have said that it's not worth it because they only work with listings that are directly listed with them, not like, maybe say that you want to move someplace like in another side of town or whatever. Um, that particular realtor may not have listings on that side, so they only have the listings for what they were assigned to, and not just like they can't just go all over town to find you the place. So they try to like maybe provide the 5 or 6 listings just right there within their area. Okay. I don't know. I Even when I was still looking for other apartments just to see what my options were, I went on Idealista and found a couple of places that I wanted to check out. And some were like, no, you have to have Spain income. We can't take your American income. Go figure. Okay. So, anyways, um, I did not use a relocator, or excuse me, an apartment locator or a realtor, but I know that they have them here. I just don't know if it's something that is. I feel like you have to be here before you actually find a place, because yeah, please don't just go on Idealista or on Facebook Marketplace and somebody's like, I have this beautiful place and here's the beautiful pictures, and you're just like, oh, I fell in love with it. I found my apartment already. Don't do it. Even with the fact that my daughter lives here in Zaragoza, and even though I had contacted the lady that that I knew that she was an actual person, it wasn't a scam, but still, I was like, I'm not paying for anything until I get there, see the place. And even then, I was concerned about what happens if I pay this deposit and something happens and, the person doesn't move out, or how long will it take for me to get my deposit back? So I was still asking all these pertinent questions. So, but yeah, please don't ever, ever, ever. That's like hardcore serious advice. Please don't just go on marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, or any realtor or whoever, and say that you found a place and paid something sight unseen, because you don't know the neighborhood. The place can be nice, and that's anywhere. The place can be, look nice, and then you see like all these little issues inside, or maybe the neighborhood is not like what you thought it was. Maybe it's just not safe. So. That's my 411 on that. Let's see. We have two more that I'm going to go ahead and list off, that these are questions. And then also, again, if you have any questions, please do post them in the comments. I would love to answer the questions. I came prepared because I am still but a young vlogger in the YouTube world. So I came with some questions that were asked of me in the past from previous interviews. And so, yes, but if you have a question, come on with it, please. Thank you. Um, so some people have asked me what is the visa process like? And I'm going to just say what I always say. I can't answer that because there are so many different types of visas that you just don't know what the qualifications are needed. Now, I will say this. My legal counsel, my attorney that I am working with for my visa submission for the application, he has agreed. So during the Zaragoza event, if you come into Zaragoza, come into Spain, he actually will be one of the speakers that's going to talk to you, or talk and share. And of course, you can find this information online, but also I like the fact that he really did give a lot of great, valuable information before I even started the application process for my visa. So he has shared that he would love to come and speak with some of the people that are visiting Spain and want to get more information. But because I filed under like basically a family reunification. That's what I'm applying under. Okay. Now I will give more detail about that once everything is done, but I'm keeping quiet as kept. But there are several types of different visas, and I know, like, I think for the, I don't know if for the like the teaching one where you're teaching here, I don't know if you start the process in the States, but for the one that I'm applying for, I couldn't even start. I had to get all the paperwork and get all my background stuff done, but there was no, I didn't have to go to the, like, the consulate or the embassy in the States before I started the process for Spain. So they vary. So I cannot speak and say this is what the visa process looks like. I will say this, that my attorney said it'll be 5 to 6 months before we heard anything. Even with my daughter, who just did her renewal, um, who just renewed her visa, she applied for her renewal, I think, in November, December. She's here. She applied in November, December, did not get it approved until like April. Yeah. And so yeah, so then, yeah. They're taking their time, and it is what it is. So I'm just being patient. And in that time, I said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get this apartment, and I'm just going to do what I got to do. That's just all there is to it. So let's see. Let me go before I get to my last question that I have on my list. I'm going to go through here and look at what you're saying. So again, I'm looking to the side because I'm on my phone recording, but I have my big screen and my laptop and all that stuff over to the side where I can see clearly. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, going through the process of my visa. Are there spots left for you? Oh, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Let me put this back on here again. Hold up. Get on the mailing list, and you will immediately get the. I've already sent out a couple of emails. I'm getting ready to send out another one. Again, I'm not over like going to be overbearing with a bunch of um, emails going out. So just FYI, but I do want to keep you in the loop because part of the whole thing with the meetup, one meetup, October 23rd in Madrid, and then October 24th and 25th in Zaragoza. It's two different meetups. Just want to make sure everybody knows that. It's two different meetups. One in Madrid is through is via Exodus Summit, and that's because it's for women of color, and I want that to make sure that that remains a safe space. Um, um, that's just what I need. So that's what the expectation is, and that's what I want to make sure I provide. Will you be meeting other people here in Madrid when you come? Absolutely. But for the actual all intents and purposes, I'm sharing that, and there's a WhatsApp group. So if you want, you can send me a message, and I will send you the actual WhatsApp group for the Madrid meetup. For the Zaragoza meetup, sign up here. I'm putting it I'm putting out here again. Yes. Sign up to get the emails and get the notifications about everything. And yes, I have like my itinerary is coming together for that. I'm so excited about the Zaragoza meetup. But I wanted to have it where it was like something where it can still be on your itinerary as you're traveling maybe around Spain. So if you do the meetup and we're hanging out, maybe you're hanging out for a couple of days in Madrid. We're having the meetup on the 23rd, and then on the 24th, 25th, we're starting the fun here in Zaragoza. And yes, there's space. Yes, there is. So I encourage you to check it out. You will enjoy the experience. I don't want and also there will be some locals, like one, my daughter who's lived here since 2016. She will be speaking, and some other locals and expats will be speaking and sharing their experiences regarding what it's been like for them being in Zaragoza. One of the things that my daughter, we're in different parts, different ways, I guess, levels of our life, because I'm single and living my best life as a single black woman in her 50s. It's been wonderful. My daughter is married and has one child now. So it's different things, like she's finding the mommy and me play groups, and doing things and finding things that are fun for the family, and creating that life balance, and fun for her husband and her to go out and do things, and fun for for them to take the baby out and do things. So there's a balance, and there's a different focus. Yes, so And yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now. Yes, there's a different focus, and so there's people that you can talk to that might be coming here to become because they want to do the teaching program or be a teacher's assistants, auxiliaries, or they just might want to come just because they just want to get away and they don't want to see any kids. They don't want to teach any kids. They just want to do their own thing. So there's various levels here, and just the food scene and everything is just such a come up since I first visited here in 2018. Baby, it's nice. I just have a certain pieces. I get up in the morning, walking. I easily, without much effort, am walking at least 6,000 steps every day. It's not like I have to. Like I'm not. I did join the gym, but that gym doesn't have AC right now, and I'm not going in there in the afternoon. I only will go early in the morning when they open at 7. But overall, I'm still just getting exercise in because you're walking everywhere. Yeah, I don't want a car. I'm good. Public transportation is great. Okay. So yes, your question, yes, definitely. There's room, and I would love for you to come. If put this on your itinerary, make your way around, enjoy all the different parts of Spain. Just put Zaragoza on your list. Okay, so the another question. Let's see here. She said, "Are you and are you planning on hosting future trips for those who want to scout?" You know what? Right now, I have to get through this quarter. I see it. I can see it. I envision next year doing something like this again. But right now, I have family members that are coming. I have in a few weeks. All three of my daughters will be here. I'm so excited. That is like a big deal for me. All three of my daughters will be here visiting. So that's a big deal. Um, in October, right before the meetup, there's some other extended family that's coming to visit here. So yeah, I'm focusing on that and making sure that I do my very best with this upcoming meetup in Madrid and in Zaragoza. I want to make sure I have my best foot forward there. And then from there, I'm going to learn. I'm going to see where I can grow and where things I could do better and what things don't need to be included. And then from there, next year, we'll see what's going on. But I want to at least get through, let me get through uh, October. Yeah. And then I'll probably do a little bit of traveling after that. So yeah, that's it for now. But yes, stay with me though. Yeah. If you can make it, great. If not, I'm sure if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I believe it's meant to be. But I'm just going to take my baby steps right now. And let's see. Okay, okay, yes, let's see here. Have you heard about any gotchas when it comes to apartments that you should be sure to ask about? Um, Making sure that and this is something that I think I found out also in Mexico. The contract is going to be in Spanish. Now you can put that contract into Chat GPT and it's going to tell you exactly what it says. I love Chat GPT. I also have my son-in-law read it. My daughter speaks Spanish also, but I have my son-in-law read it just because he's like he like English is his second language, so he was able to actually spot some things like um they were saying that I can't sublet without their permission, which, like basically you can't be running an Airbnb out of here. There's different things. Um, I treated it just like any other apartment that I've gotten before in the US. I did my walkthrough to see what's what, if everything was working accordingly. I always check the water pressure, um, sh- the water pressure and how long the hot water lasts, because some places you go and the hot water doesn't last very long. Thank goodness that's not the problem here. Um, yeah, just kind of go through know what your wish list is, know what you have to have, and see start there first. And I haven't had, and again, this is my first apartment here. Okay, so in all fairness, this is my first apartment, but I've done some pet sits where I've been like, oh, I don't like this water pressure. So like that was like a little mental note for me to check that out. Yeah, I did a pet sit in Madrid where it got cold like after not even 5 minutes, the water was like, got pretty cold or lukewarm. And I was like, oh, this is horrible. So these are like little things that I'm like, oh, I need to make sure that I'm checking when I actually do go to get my own apartment. But this apartment came furnished. Well, with the TV, the sofa, and the beds, and one dresser, and then I just started adding my own touches. And some of the artworks, like that's not mine, but anyways, um, but it's kind of that was kind of a hard one since I haven't had anything really rough. Um, Yeah, there is one thing that it's not a got you, but just be aware that when it's furnished, they mean furnished. They don't mean like, oh, well, we can take some of that stuff out. Sometimes they might be willing to. So if it's old, and I hate to say it like this, but if it's like grandma furniture style up in there, that's the furniture that you're going to have. You don't have the option to say, okay, well, go ahead and take that out and I'll buy my own this or that. I'll buy my own bed because they're not putting their stuff in storage for you. So just be aware of that. So when you're looking for a place, know that this is going to be your furniture for a while. And oh yeah, and um, the turnaround for like for the furnished apartments or whatever, for the turnaround from one tenant to the next is not like some big like we have to wait a few days to do a deep cleaning. You will have to come in. They and don't get me wrong, it wasn't like the place. This place was not like a mess. It wasn't like filthy, but like when I got up under the couch, I was like, oh, okay. Or when I like move the TV so I can plug in like some stuff behind back there, there was like a whole bunch of dust. So there was not you will want to do your own cleaning. I will say that. Yeah. But it wasn't anything that was like I'm sure there's been worse, but there wasn't anything that would make me go running and be like, "Oh girl, no, we can't do this." It's like, so just be aware. Yeah. They like left pillows. They left the pillows and I was like, I have to get my own pillows. Um, In which case, when I think about it, I'm like, you've been a traveling pet sitter for the past year and a half. And when I wasn't in Texas, because when I was in Texas, I would drive to, wherever the pet sit was, and I would bring my own pillows and blankets because that was just, but if I was like out of state or in another country, like I did a pet sit in Morocco, I had to use what was there, and just believe that it was clean. I didn't have any bad experiences with that, but yeah, just FYI. Um, I'm just going to go on. Thank you so much for all the questions. I really do because I really did want this to be a real Q&A where yes, I know I had some things that I wanted to talk about or share with you and stuff, but also, yeah, I wanted to be able to answer the questions as best as I can to give you the honest insight about my experiences and what you may possibly should expect. Okay. Let's see here. Would you recommend the center of Zaragoza at least the first year till you know more about the city? Okay, I am a city girl. I am city, city, city. I want to be in the middle of everything. That is me. My daughter stays in the suburb. It's still in the city. It's like only like maybe a 20-minute tram ride, but she stays like more in the family oriented. So, as most places, it's more family oriented on the outskirts. And so that's where she is. Yes, as much as I appreciate it, because I did stay with my daughter for the first like to what 3 months that I was here, and I'm so thankful for that. But I was so happy. I'm so happy to be in the city. I love the fact that it takes me out like I maybe have to walk maybe 7 minutes if that to get to the tram, and it takes me everywhere. I get up, I can go walking and discover all these different directions. I'm right next to the big park here. Um, uh, why do I forget the name of it? Jose something. God, I'm horrible about that. Anyways, so I'm a city person. Um, I would say, especially if you're an introvert, you need to be in the city. Don't go and get something that's out in some small area or something like, no, you need to be in the city. This is just for you, but Bayesian, this is just for you. You need to be in the city. Yeah, definitely. I would strongly encourage that instead, because then you'll never meet anybody, and then yeah, you'll just be like, well, I'm just gonna stay at the house all the time and never get on. Yeah, come in the city and stuff, and not just because I think because I like the city. I'm saying for you as an introvert, you might want to just force yourself to be in a more condensed area and stuff. So, or more like where there's more stuff to do. Because where my daughter lives, it's I mean, there's stuff there, there's restaurants, but it's not like as super convenient as it is here in the city. Like, yeah, there's restaurants everywhere, cafes everywhere. Yeah. and we just pick and just go. Okay. The last question, let's see here, that I had on my list. Oh, well, actually, I already answered this one. I already answered this one. It's like the question was, what other parts of Spain have I visited? Um, I've been to Sevilla, Barcelona, Madrid, and now here Zaragoza. I would like to go and check out some other places. There's some small pueblos that I've been to that have been really beautiful. There was one. I'm not going to say it. It was for a family surprise birthday party that I went to, and it was a nice little town. It's not my mission, but it was really nice to get away and enjoy that town. It was really beautiful, and yeah, I look forward to discovering more of Spain. I look forward to once I get. Speak it up, speak it up. Once I get this visa, I really do plan. I want to go to France. It is, I mean, my daughter, they've driven to France so many times. I want to go back to Portugal. I was born in Germany. I would like to go to Germany. I haven't been to, I mean, I don't speak, no. Anyways, but I would like to do some traveling, most definitely. So I look forward to that. But right now, I'm just enjoying this downtime. It's amazing. I really do appreciate the calm, the quiet. It's a nice neighborhood. The neighbors are nice. The people, I've gone to the grocery stores and to the restaurants here, and everybody's just been nice and extremely patient with me, which I really appreciate. So that's it. Again, I am Yolanda. I am locating cozy. I really do appreciate you guys checking this out. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. And there's the playlist for some of the videos or vlogs that I've already done regarding Zaragoza. If you're interested in pet sitting, I have a couple of I have quite a few pet sitting vlogs on there. And then also just my overall experience just traveling. I was in Mexico for a couple of months and all that. So check out the vlogs, check out the playlist. Um, I put the link for the to sign up for the Zaragoza meetup um, in the comments, but it will also be. It's not there yet. It will also be in the description below. So all that information will be on there. And yeah, thanks a lot, and I will talk to you soon, people. Have a good day. Bye. Oh my gosh. Let's see. And